Evening all, it is week 20, run 1. Tonight's just a very small 3 miles because we're having a very shorter week this week and a little bit shorter week next week. So 2 3-mile runs this week, then 2 6-mile runs at the weekend, and then next week it'll be about 2 3 or 4 miles, and then again 2 6 miles. And the following week is the week of the ultra, so we've got less than 3 weeks to go now, 18 days. So yeah, we've done all the hard work so far, and now we just need to look after ourselves until we get there and keep the legs going. So off for 3 miles out tonight, and then it's my birthday tomorrow, so we're going to go and do some fun stuff tomorrow, and I'll be doing my other run on Thursday. And then on Friday we're going to Northumberland for the week, which we using the cottage from the original ultra that we had booked. So we're still going for the week in Northumberland, so I'll get to do some smaller runs in Northumberland and see how we get on. So yeah, see you later. Evening all, so it is week 20, run 3, and we are in Northumberland. We've come to Seahouses for a week, so this was the cottage I had booked for our original ultra that we were doing. Couldn't really get much of a refund, so we just decided to come anyway and have a week away. So my runs for the end of week 20 and beginning of week 21 are going to be here in Northumberland. So I'm heading out now for 6 miles. We're not far from the coast, literally like half mile, if even that, from the coast. So I'm heading down to there and I run along the coast up to Bamburgh Castle, which is where the race of the castle would actually finish, and then turn around and come back. So that'll be my 6 miles. I don't really know what it's going to be like because I know it's the coastal path, but I don't know if it's much of a path and more sand. So I've never really run on sand before, so we'll see. But I do want to stick to the sand or trails or whatever, because I only really brought my trail shoes with me. I didn't really bring my road shoes because I didn't want to pack too much. So yeah, we'll see how we get on and see you in a bit. I hope you can hear me because it's a bit windy. So I have made it to the beach. As you can see, the sand here is amazing, but this sand where the water's been is a bit more impacted. So we're going to try and run along that. I think that'll be a bit better. And I'm going to check the route for the race to the castle when I get back to the house, because I wonder if we do run along this bit, because Bamburgh Castle is just over that hill over there. I could see it from up the top, and that's where you finished. And I know you run along the coastal path, but I don't know how far inland it is, or whether you're literally running along the coastal path, which is either along the road or down here. I think they probably have a good along the road, to be fair. But it's really nice here, it's really pretty. So I'd like to see if I would do any of that route. I might go back along the road, we'll see. But Holy Island over there, I think. Is that Holy Island or is that the Farne Islands? Oh no, I'm not sure. That might be Farne Island actually, and Holy Island might be further up. Not 100% positive, we'll have to check that. Bear with, caller. Let me check. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the Farne Island. So that's Farne Island. Cut that out, Tom. That is Farne Islands, where you can go around and do a boat trip for the puffins and seals, which we are going to do later in the week. But anyway, I'm going to get on, run down this beautiful coast, and we'll see you in a bit. That's a hotel or a house. I guess it was at least a house at some point, but it's not now. We can live in there. Right on the seaside. I mean, literally right on the seaside. Fantastic. What a lovely view. Wouldn't be so good if it was stormy, but still get some good views, I suppose. It's weird running on sand. I'm running on the more compacted sand rather than the soft stuffs up there. You can see the colour change, and the darker stuff is the more compacted where the water comes up to, so it's a lot easier than that, but it's still weird running on sand because it moves under you when you put your foot down. So yeah, that's a different experience for me. I haven't decided yet whether I'm gonna, when I get there, because I'm hopefully gonna get to Bamburgh Castle. I think it'll take me just over the 6 miles, but I walked the first little bit anyways down to the beach because I was through town and I didn't want to run too far in my trail shoes on the road. You can, but I just try not to run too much on it. Anyways, but there's a path up the top, I think, so some road, I'm not sure. We'll see when I get to Bamburgh whether I decide to run back the way I've come or whether I go back by the path. It's really nice though. It definitely makes a bit of a change for me. Obviously I normally love running through the Lake District. This is definitely a bit of different scenery. Now, am I going to get my feet wet? We are crossing over here. I think I can get through without getting too wet because it's not very deep here. There we go. Easy peasy. It might be super hard to run on the sand, which it is, but the fresh sea air and the sea breeze is so lush today with it being sunny. It's really nice. But we're just about to come up to Bamburgh Castle now, so I'm going to run on a bit, but I'm hoping we're going to come around this corner. I can just see the top of the turrets and the flag, that once we come around this little corner bit, we're going to get an absolutely stunning view of Bamburgh Castle, and the sun's out and it's going to look lovely. So let's have a look. When it was up and running and actually a working castle, like properly, that would have been a formidable sight to approach from land or sea. Stunning. Impressive backdrop for a run, that's for sure. Lovely. This is better. Access to Castle by Victorian footpath. We're not going that way. Where we're going is the England Coastal Path National Trail, which is this way. See you on Wednesday at Bamburgh Castle. And not only that, but we will see next year when we finally get to do Race to the Castle. I have to say, this going to sound really sad. When I first came onto the beach earlier and I was up at the top, you could see Bamburgh Castle from there, off in the distance. And I actually got a little bit emotional because obviously, like, if you've been watching my videos, you know that the Race to the Castle was the ultra I should have been doing this year. That Erin was going to do with me, and we should have been doing it this year. Should have been this weekend, but unfortunately, due to the weather damage to the course from the storms earlier in the year, it had to be cancelled. So we found another one, what we're doing in 2 weeks' time in the Lake District. That's all fine. I am deferring my current Race to the Castles rather than getting a refund or whatever. And obviously there wasn't one we could transfer to. The one we're doing in the Lake District is a different company. So I'm deferring my Race to the Castle place till next year, because I specifically wanted to do Race to the Castle for some personal reasons. The fact that it's in the northeast and for me, I wanted to make some good memories up here, do a bit of a, like, I wanted to conquer it. I wanted to take back the northeast for me, not have the bad memories, and just have good memories and really conquer that. And I felt running an ultramarathon through most of the northeast was a pretty good way to do that. So we're still going to do that. We're just going to do it next year. So my ultramarathon this year is going to be still my first one, and it's going to be a big challenge. The next one, which will, well, I don't know if it is the next one or not, but it's next year's one. Same format, but it will be here. This will be the end point. It finishes at Bamburgh Castle. And that's going to be quite symbolic for me. Like I say, sort of claiming this area back for myself. I'm doing a little bit of that this week by being here with Tom, because that's why we're here, is the fact that the ultra, like I said to you, was going to be here this week. This weekend we'd booked for the whole week in the cottage, and we could only get basically half our money back, so we decided just to come to the cottage anyway and have a nice week away. So I am here with Tom, making some nice memories, which is fantastic. And next year, unfortunately, without Erin, as she's probably going to be possibly going to be out of the country or whatever with her husband, next year I'll be back here doing Race to the Castle, and it probably won't be as scary because I'll have already done my first ultra with Erin, so that might be my first one by myself. I don't know, depends what I do later this year, but that's the plan. So we will be back Bamburgh. We were going to visit on Wednesday to look at the castle, but I'll be back, as Arnie would say, and I will conquer it. This is more like a trail wise, still a bit sandy, but we've got some variations. We're actually following the coastal path now, which is what we're following rather than being on the beach. So there are some bit more sandy bits and a bit of compact bits. Downside is we don't have the view of the sea, but we do have some variations, so nice to have different things. Well, that last mile was ridiculous, following the coastal path. Like, I think I'm on the coastal path now. Oh no, it's over there. Still went back inland, not going back inland, because I was following the little arrows down the coastal path, which I don't know if you can see that post off in the distance, is back over there. But the grass over there is like waist deep in places, with just a thin little path that obviously gets used sometimes, but not a lot. And it was scratching my legs to hell. And although I normally prefer being somewhere like that than next to the road, we've got a nice little sort of gravelly path here to go on, and it's much better than going through that, because my legs are going to get stretched to hell if I stay in there. But that's fine. I'm only like 2 miles back to the house. It's been a nice run, doing something different, going on the beach, coming up the beach to see Bamburgh Castle from that point of view. The lovely fresh sea air with a nice breeze, it keeps you cool. And you can just see Seahouses in the distance, which is where we're heading, which is, like I say, about 2 miles away. That's where we're going. So it won't take us long to get back. And then we have steak for tea that Tom's cooking when I get in. So that'll be lovely. Yeah, and I've enjoyed it. Another 6 miles tomorrow will do. I haven't decided 100% yet where I'm doing it, but we are going to Lindisfarne tomorrow, Holy Island. And I'm toying with the idea, so I'll take my kit with me, so that once we're taking the boys, once we've walked around, gone to the castle grounds, etc., things like that, and had a look around the island, I might do my run on Holy Island. But I need to have a look at the heat maps on Strava and see if there's anywhere to go. I'll have a look and decide, otherwise can maybe sort of do this a little bit again, slightly differently, I think. But yeah, we'll see how we get on. See you later. Hello everybody, it is week 20. Today would have been run 4, but actually we decided we'd come for a long walk around Lindisfarne, Holy Island instead, so I won't be running today. Instead I'm going to do a longer run on Tuesday, because I'm going to run from Crasta back to Seahouses, which is about 9.5 miles, because we are going over there on Tuesday to go to, I think it's called Dunstan Bar Castle, with the boys. So we'll all go over there and look at the castle in the morning, and then I will run back afterwards, and then Tom can go and do some metal detecting, which will be fun. So this will be the end of week 20. See you next week.